Okay, welcome to YouTube, everybody. We are live, gents. FYI, hello Dimitri, Reggie, Rab, Hakan,
Good evening.
and to whoever is watching.
Evening.
Right, okay, so I'm going to jump right in. What you guys see there, that's the data ref editor. And I'm trying to figure out what Zibo did earlier. I was watching him, he was showing me streaming. Zibo, if you're watching, what the hell is this woman doing? Oh, you know what? It's a new version, by the way. Yes, yes. So let's see options. And we don't want to execute.
I will only perform pilot monitoring actions.
Yes, please. Yeah,
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
don't interfere, Lena. Now you've confused the hell out of me what you're doing, because I'm trying to tell one story and you're doing something else. Okay. So what happens is this is now non-public version 6B, 3.6b. And I'm looking at your APU start and the load data
Please
ref.
check
So
that the flight level is set correctly. Please check that the landing
you see, you
altitude
dummy.
is set correctly.
She's put us on the APU now. I'm gonna smack her legs. She's literally now interfered with my whole story here. Dummy. Anyway, so when I do what Zibo did, I don't get any changes. It doesn't recognize the data refs. And I've sent him a message. Zibo, it's in the dev room if you are listening. I can't get this thing to work. And I see on the forum somebody else also said it's not working the way they think it should work. So I don't know, man. Weird. Weird. Yeah. Linda's now really gone to town here. I'm going to put this thing just here on the side, and then I'm going to start getting ready. And when it's time to start the APU, we'll have a look together, and then we'll have it on video, and then Zibo can have a look. But I don't know, man. I couldn't get it to work.
I'm ready for pre-flight checklist.
Yeah, now you just hold your horses, woman. Yo. She's changed so many things. I have no idea what she did now. So we'll have to scan through everything.
Trim up.
Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain.
I bet if somebody is new on the stream, they would think we're an old married couple.
Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test passed.
Okay, right. So that's the one thing. That's the one thing that he's been toying with. The other thing that he has been toying with is the beacon light. So I don't want to switch the beacon light really on now, do I? Let's see. Here's the beacon light. Right, so there are two modes, right? And it is linked to the setting in the EFB that says long strobes, okay? So it is not only referring to the strobe lights itself, it's talking about the beacon light as well. Ooh, that's interesting. Don't want that. So if you feast your eyes on what it's doing now, we'll go change the setting. I think it's on long strobes now. I'm going to change it. No, so now it's not on long strobes. Go have a look, see. Now it's much faster. See. By the way, hello Rob and other Rob as well, and Pedro. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So anyway, for the guys who wanted this thing to work again like it used to work in X-Plane 11, it is now back to where it should be. So you've got the short, quick strobes, if you change that setting, or you've got the long strobes. Now, me personally, I like the long ones. That's just me. Just what I like. See. Now my heart doesn't race as much when I look at it. Makes me feel better. So anyway, those are the two changes for 6. And when Zibo fixes the APU, it will be better. But I don't understand if I'm doing something wrong or if there is a code problem. I don't know. Good. So, move that thing out of the way. It's kind of in my way, man. Anyway, GPU. Actually didn't. Yeah, now I've interfered with the Jetway GPU, you see. My old rhythm is gone. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to look at this thing. Right, so we've got the load and we've got the APU start showing in the data ref editor. Now, if we go, I don't see any changes. There's a load is now 60. Yeah, okay, there was a change. Let's look. Maybe it was 60 to begin with. Yes, okay, so there's now 0 load. Okay. Now, we didn't break it now. I think we've confused it now. Well, switch it off, let it cool down. Try again. Let's do all the rest.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I'm not sure how long it's going to take to cool down again.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Come on, man.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Ah, there something's happened. Okay, so let's look at the top line. We should get low pressure. No change. There's the load. See, while I'm pressing start, it went, the load went to 60.
And bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thank you, man. Just tell Joseph.
Nico, from the outside, look at your left.
Yeah.
Did you see the livery?
Yeah. Well, I've got a KKW livery. Is that what you have?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pas inserted.
I don't know what KKW is, but anyway. Rob, what it is about is it's about this data ref. What happens is the cockpit builders, guys using switches, needs to have 3 different states, which is off, on, and start. Okay, and that is what I don't see reproduced. And obviously now we've broken this APU completely now. So this is not something an ordinary simmer will see. That's why I've got this little window open, because it should register there. And it doesn't, not as far as I can see. What did I want to do now? Hold your horses. I broke this thing. That's Hahn sound in the back. I thought it's my beta pushback that's not chasing me, but it's not. Yeah, this thing is totally messed up now. It's not going anyway. Oh well. Ground services, ASU. There you go. So you. Just switch you off now. Tough. We'll put it on the MEL list. Back. All right, okay, so there we go. We've got enough. Start engine number 1. Just going to start it right here. Linda, take that away. Right, and for those of you that haven't realized or did not hear the story, what? Linda is also updated today, so please grab your copy. Right, this is interesting. Why am I not getting enough? Ah. Oh, now it's pulling down. It's not my night. Why? Going up. Promise you we're gonna have a hot start if we go for it now. More than enough duct pressure, man. We did that, we kill it.
Approach is online.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be naughty. I'm just gonna start the engine right from there. Right, so on the bus. We got it going, Christer. We're okay. You can go off. Then we can actually stow. There's you as well. That can go. Right, now let's see. Approach. LFRS approach. Now I'm going to have to go through all the motions of getting clearance and all.
X-ray Papa 45, on est prêt pour le roulage.
X-ray Papa 45, vous êtes preneur de Charlie ou de Bravo?
Bravo, ça suffit, c'est très bien.
Roulez donc point d'attente Bravo de la 03 via Roméo.
On roule au point d'attente Bravo de la 03 via Roméo. X-ray Papa 45.
I think so, Dimitri.
Alpine 95 Zulu, direct Keper.
Direct Keper, Alpine 95 Zulu.
Alpine 95 Zulu, la suite avec l'auto-fréquence 122 décimales 8. Merci pour le passage à Nantes, à bientôt.
On passe sur Unicom, 122 Merci du contrôle également, bonne fin de soirée à vous.
Approach, good evening, this is Turkish Airlines 982.
Turkish 982, Nantes approche, bonsoir.
We are ready for taxi, sir.
Turkish 982, are you ready for the clearance?
I am ready for clearance as well, go ahead.
Turkish 982, departure approved to Echo Delta Fox Hotel. Departure hangar 4 November to runway 03, flight level 6,000 feet and squawk 1,000.
Okay, initial climb to flight level 6,000 feet. Flight plan approved via Alpha November Golf 4 November SID. Squawk 1,900.
It's correct, please report for the taxi.
Continue to taxi.
Are you ready for the taxi, Turkish 982?
We are ready for taxi, sir.
Turkish 982, go to the point Alpha on runway 03 via Romeo Charlie and Romeo.
Clear to taxi to 03 Romeo via Romeo Charlie Romeo taxi.
Non.
X-ray Papa au parking à la boule pour quitter.
X-ray Papa, faut quitter fréquence, au revoir.
Merci pour le service, monsieur. Bonne soirée, à plus tard. X-ray Papa, merci. Bonsoir.
Nantes approach, good evening, Skymatix 001. We have information Delta at gate 4 at Nantes requesting IFR clearance to EDFH, Skymatix 001. Frankfurt on. Missed the word right there.
Tix 00 right, standby.
Standing by, Skymatix 001. Oh, how could I miss Frankfurt on?
Sky Alliance 2044 en fréquence.
Anyway. As well start the other engine now.
Skyline 544 bien reçu. Moi je vais vous parler, vous pouvez écrire directement. Descendez niveau 110 et guidage LS piste 03, tournez à gauche, cap 180. Tix 001, are we ready for to copy?
Ready to copy, sir, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, startup approved to Hahn and departure on 4 November to runway 03. Its initial climb 060, squawk 1001.
Squawk 1001, runway 03, initial altitude 060 on the for November departure, Skymatix 001.
Sky, please report for the pushback.
We're ready for pushback, so Skymatix 001.
Atlantique 001, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved, facing west, Skymatix 001. There we go. Let's get out of here.
Vous confirmez cap 180 et Sky lance 2044, descendez 5000 pieds, QNH 1040.
Israël Papa 45, point d'arrêt Bravo de la piste 03, on est pro départ.
Israël Papa 45, alignez-vous piste 03 et attendez.
On s'aligne piste 03 et on attend. Israël Papa 45.
Off.
Turkish non-HU, squawk 1000.
Okay, who's got the QRH?
Roger that, squawk 1000.
Israël Papa, le vent 28 degrés 5 nœuds, autorisé décollage, piste 03.
Autorisé décollage, piste 03, Israël Papa 45.
Good evening, Nantes approach, Skymatix 014, Info Delta, B738 stand 13, request IFR clearance to Frankfurt.
6014, startup approved to Frankfurt, departure on 4 November to runway 03, initial climb 060 and squawk 1005.
Approved as filed, the hangar 4 November departure by runway 3, initial climb at 060, squawk 1005, Skymatix 014.
I have no idea what
It's correct,
that
please report for pushback.
We are ready for departure, 9
Hopefully we don't die.
Turkish non-HU, squawk 1000, please.
Squawk is 1000, sir. I don't know, there is a problem maybe in the system. If you want, I can send a screenshot.
I can't.
You can to squawk 1000 or you at craft now?
So yes, you're squawking 1000. No, this is weird. This is weird. Now we've even got an altitude disagreeing. Hang on a second. Okay. Maybe this has got something to do with this beta.
Skymatix 014 ready for push and start.
Et c'est Papa 45 identifié, montée niveau... attendez, je vous rappelle. Il serait Papa 45 identifié, montée niveau 5000 pieds.
On monte au niveau 5000 pieds, Israël Papa 45.
Chick 001, are you ready for Skymatix 001, are you ready for taxi?
We're ready for taxi, so Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, go to access point Alpha to runway 03 via Romeo Charlie and Romeo.
Alpha 1, Romeo, Charlie and Romeo, Skymatix 001. Alright, okay. There is a lot
ready for push
of problems now, believe it or not. Now,
Skymatix 014, pushback approved, facing south.
Push approved, facing south, Skymatix 014.
This is interesting. This is interesting. See, now I don't know whether this is now just part of the beta that's failing. It's
Approach, can you
probably
read
that
me?
what
This
it
is
is.
Turkish 9-8.
Turkish 982, I listen.
I have disconnected and connected, but the problem I think is still going on in the IDARO.
Okay, so Turkish 982, line up 03 and standby.
Lining up and stand by 982.
Sky Alliance 2044, descendez 3000 pieds et tournez à droite, cap 255, cap 260. Il serait pas identifié, donc direct Enoki.
Direct Enoki, il serait Papa 45.
I'm holding Nico. Yep.
Sky Alliance 2044, autorise approche ILS piste 03, numéro 1, rappelé établi. Turkish 982, runway 03, wind 357 degrees, 3 knots, clear for takeoff.
Wind is copied, clear for takeoff from runway 03. Thank you very much. I am so sorry for I am apologizing for inconvenience, okay?
Okay, I send a message for the squawk. You can write to the altitude.
Okay. Airborne Turkish 982.
982, yeah. Turkish 982 identified, climb flight level 190, direct Namar.
Climbing 190, direct number 982.
Six 00 ran, line up runway 03 and standby.
Line up and wait, runway 03, Skymatix 001. Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff
Skymatix
procedure.
014, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 01 for taxi 2 by Alpha runway 02 via Romeo.
Het jy die dak daarin gekry? Ek sal dit nou hier so.
Runway
Ek
3
weet nie
via
wat is
Romeo,
nie. Jy moet dit
Skymatix 014 to Alpha 1.
Hæ? Ja, sit aan, maar jy wil nou net nie die infeksie dan sit nie. Vat aan jou volgende vinger as jy nou weer vat. Jy moet dit diep binne insit.
Stabilized.
Sorry guys, now I'm talking to my wife here at the back about some other stuff. I forgot to mute. Right, okay. So that's done, that's done, that's done. That's... Look at that strobe light again.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set.
Skymatix 001, runway 03, wind 010 degrees, 5 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 03, Skymatix 001.
Stabilized.
Okay.
Takeoff thrust set. Knots. Throttle hold.
Have a good one, Nico.
Thank you, you too, Reggie.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Get up.
Acceleration altitude.
That's Skymatix 001. We are airborne passing 2,000 feet.
Skymatix 001 identified, climb flight level 190.
Flight level 190, Skymatix 001.
Sky Alliance 2044, le vent 41 degrés 3 nœuds, autorisé atterrissage, c'est 03.
Approaching transition.
We've got
Flaps up and set. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Turkish 982, Unicom 1.2 thank you for the control.
Thank you very much for radar service. Going to 122.8 Unicom. Have a good night. Again, I am so sorry, okay?
Thank you very much. Sky 1 vous confirmez l'atterrissage?
Where's Sasa when you need him?
Flight level 100, landing lights switches off. Logo lights switches, off.
Skymatix 01 for lineup runway 03 and standby.
Line up 03 and standby. Skymatix 014.
AG?
Yeah.
You forgot your ACARS.
Oh, quickly. Thank you. I'm on the runway just in time.
Yeah. Hahn. He's muted.
Thanks for that.
No problem. I apologize for the personal chat in between with my wife, guys. I don't know what you heard, and when the mic went hot and all those things, but I was trying to help her get some medicine, and it's happened. And then I realized my mic was hot.
We'll do it. I did it earlier. Funny enough.
Yeah, but you went broadcast on international YouTube.
Oh, that's true. But we're all human. What can you do?
Yeah.
I was waiting for an aircraft to come in, but I didn't hear him on ATC, and now he's just gone off again, and he's got me waiting on the runway now. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, if he's no longer connected in takeoff.
Oh, no, ATC is still on.
Okay. I thought that's who you said went off. Sorry.
No, yeah, no. I didn't hear him talking to the other aircraft that sort of did a touch and go more or less. I'll remind him I'm here.
Skymatix 014, fully ready, if that's okay.
Skymatix 014, runway 03, wind 022 degrees, 5 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Skymatix 014.
Why is that light coming on? I've got your damper. Why? Well, I'm gonna have to go regardless. Oh, it's that. Oh, that's not what's wrong with that. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh boy.
Skymatix future one line up runway 0, Trent wait.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were online. I apologize. Skymatix 221. I'm holding short of runway 03. What was that instruction?
Skymatix 014 identified, climb path level 190 direct Namar.
190 direct Namar, Skymatix 014.
Skymatix 009, Unicom board to the decimal, thank you.
Unicom, thank you sir, Skymatix 001. Oof.
You guys hear me?
Yes. Very quiet, but you can.
What about now?
Yeah, slightly better.
Well, I just want to say that I got the Zibo to work.
Okay. That's good.
Well, when any of the guys come back, I just want to say thank you to them because they were helping me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Bye.
No, we appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one.
Have a good one too.
And I'd love to know what I broke, how I broke it. What a bummer. Let's see any errors. That's the problem now with dealing with a beta or a beta of a beta. I don't know what was me and what's actually the code. I don't know, it could be part of the APU failing. Obviously, Zibo worked on the APU code, so there must be something linked in there or something. Just take a screenshot, send it to him quickly. See what he says. Okay, well, there he's got his little report.
MELKO, it sounds like there's a lot of moving balls here right now.
Moving what?
Moving balls, like a lot of things to consider here.
Yes, too many. We've got Linda. That was an update and screwed up a lot of things. We've got the beta. We've got Zibo working on the APU, obviously the pressurization and duct pressure systems. We've got the ASU. So I just told him I'll have to retry later or tomorrow to just do a flight, you know, in the pure, you know, aircraft without Linda, at least, you know, get rid of her. We all know it's not a good thing to do a beta test in an aircraft that's been modified, and she clearly lost the plot a little bit tonight. So, my stupidity. I should have not flown with her. But you see, it's the excitement of getting a new Linda. I wanted to see what she does, you know, and then I didn't anticipate her doing all these funny things.
Yeah, we all understand that.
Did you get your new PC, Dimitri?
Tomorrow.
Is it? Yes.
Forward it.
I can tell you one thing. This machine of mine is like magic compared to my previous machine. I mean, this is just such a different ballgame. Wow.
For the better, I take it.
Oh yeah. The funny thing is, I had some Windows updates in the week, and I don't know if I told you, but because I use both of the screen connectors on the actual motherboard, the HDMI as well as the display port for two of my screens, because I'm running 5 screens. Oh, sorry, Rob, they took my attention away. Anyway, so what happened was when I switched the machine on, I had to physically walk around the back, pull the display port out of the motherboard, push it back in, and then my 5th screen would come up. It would work. Now, after the last round of Windows updates during the week, I don't have to do that anymore. I am so grateful. You have no idea how tremendously unsatisfying pain in the ass it was to have to get up every time, walk around, pull the cable, push it back in, and come sit down again. That was stupid. So I'm really grateful that has now gone away. So now I'm really happy. Rob, you're right. This full moon thing, man. Ooh. Ja. Oh, we need better textures for the moon. I remember we had some really nice textures in Explain 11. I wonder, I suppose it would work. It's just a texture. Let's try it.
It should work, Nico. If you have that, remember that 4K one or 2K, whatever it was that Jordan made?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should.
Let's try. Anyway, I think a couple of guys will be happy that the beacon is now changeable again, and you can see it's now blinking at different speeds depending on your setting. Let's figure out the APU story now.
Did you step through your arrival, Nico?
I did, and I modified it, Reggie.
Yes,
if you look in my
peculiar,
planned
was it?
flight,
Yeah. Okay.
Look in my planned flight, it's got the whole thing in there. Otherwise, I'll show it to you and I'll talk you through it if you need to.
No, it's okay. I'll figure it out. I like a little challenge these days. It's frustrating sometimes. Yes, but I'll try and work it out.
If you can't, just tell me. I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Not as if I'm going anywhere right now, Reggie. You know, I'm just sitting here.
Okay, I'll share the screen.
Okay.
Might take you up on it. Let me get this in the right place. Okay, there you go.
Right, so what I did was I went up to a waypoint called ERADI, E-R-A-D-I.
I've got that, yeah.
Okay. Everything after that I removed, completely removed.
Oh. Right.
Okay, and then what I did was from ERADI, I went straight onto Foxtrot Hotel 415, which is your extended finals, basically.
Okay. Did you you left ERADI in, did you?
Yes. That was my last one. Christer, let's see what they do. Let's see what they say. So plugins, Noah. Where do we see that, Christer? Where do we actually see where we are at? Because we think we are at 19,000 and we never climbed again, so I'm just going to leave it there for a second. Map.
All right, it's done.
Altitude there, it says 19,001 MSL.
Okay. All right, thank you for that.
My altitude on IVEO on WebEye is exactly the same as it is in the map here. It's exactly the same. I'm gonna hit the climb button. Oops, that's the wrong button. Go away. Well, measuring from LFRS, there's quite a bit of difference. We're almost at Charles de Gaulle LFPG. So yeah, there's definitely between the real world and X-plane quite a considerable difference in pressure. That's one thing for sure. But seeing as we're on standard, it seems it's gone nicely through the bank. Hello, Magnus. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Tell me. Are you okay? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Well, Magnus, I'll send you a PM. You might like what I want to tell you, but it's confidential, so it's between you and me. I also put out a couple of fires this week, and I walked away from some, you know, so yeah. Real world's putting a hell of a pressure on me. That's one thing for sure, man. You like this? I'm pretty sure you like this one.
I've got a chicken race on. So either I'll land at Frankfurt first, or the chicken in the oven will beat me.
And let the chicken burn, eh?
Oh no, it's been looked after by somebody else today. It's when I get the call.
1,000 to level off.
1,000 to go.
Right, this time I'm a little bit more prepared for the descent than I was for the ascent and all the other things. So, unless somebody goes and takes a stopwatch and go time a real aircraft and then come back and say this thing is not flashing at the correct interval, I swear there's nothing anybody can now say anymore about this thing not working. Zibo physically wrote new code for that beacon light to make it work again. So, must be perfect or very near to perfect. How are you other guys doing in your flights? Are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nico. Steady.
Okay.
Just waiting time now. I've prepared everything.
Nico.
Yes, Hakan?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. I skip star, okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine. We all did.
Yeah, because it is abruptly.
Yes, it's a ridiculous star, that one. So I'm going straight. I say to Christer as well, I'm going from ERADI, ERADI, straight to the extended final approach. To Foxtrot Hotel 415.
Let me check mine. I have also deleted. Limgo. After Limgo, I'm going to intercept Charlie Fox 03.
I don't even see that, so I've deleted that one already. All right, that's not a problem. If it works for you, it works.
Yeah, we will see. I don't know my camera settings wrong. While struggling with the window, I did something wrong here. So there is a malfunction about the camera. I need to set again.
Ouch. Well, I've got some malfunction still here. And I don't know if it was me. Or if it's part of the new code that broke. I typed Zibo a nice message there with some screenshots, and he's obviously, able to watch the video, then he can go fix it because it might be a code problem.
This is really long flight, huh?
Yeah, longish, yeah.
We're almost done. What are you talking about?
Oh, that must be, where am I? That's interesting layout. Is that ring roads and things below? I think I might do a screenshot of that. Oh, where am I? I'm at.
You are currently at Charles de Gaulle. No, I'm lying. That's Orly. It's Orly.
Really?
Just south of Orly and Charles de Gaulle for that matter. Yeah.
I'll do a screenshot of that. This looks terrific.
Probably Orly that you can see there. All right, okay, Zibo has just explained the situation with the APU. Apparently, it won't work if I use the APU switch. I have to write a 0 or a 1 into that data ref, and that should then move the switch. It's kind of the other way around. Oops, okay. Well, when we land, we can give it a shot. If it works, it works. Otherwise, the problem that you have is I don't have a hardware switch assigned to it, so I don't know if it works. I don't have a 3-point toggle switch. So that's a bit of a bummer. See, it's for the home cockpit guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to test it then. Hello, Thunder.
Hello, Nico.
How are you doing? How are you feeling? Okay.
Much better than I was a week ago.
Yeah, you sound normal. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ready for descent
I am
procedure.
not disco tonight.
Never mind. I think the air traffic controller realised that.
I don't know how it works, but it's like all of us had kind of an off night tonight. You know, it was like a general theme.
This is -6 here, okay? So I need to stay at home.
Gotcha. Stefan, yeah, no problem. Thank you. You might as well put the information on the forum, okay? So Zibo can see it. I already saw somebody mention the NJXP, I think it was, mentioned it, that it's still not working in 3.5. So this is now 3.6b. And according to Zibo, he showed me earlier, we were sitting here together and he showed me on his stream that it was working. I obviously didn't catch on to the fact that you needed, you know, a different switch and that I have to work it from the switch side, because I mean, we go. EPU start. We go put the value in there. Let's just move this thing smaller.
I got bored flying in the cruise altitude. Let me descend.
Why is it not bringing it in? Come on, make it smaller. So let's see if we can manipulate it from here. Yeah, you see, now I've made it the 1. There it goes to on. Okay. Right, make it a 2. There it starts. But it doesn't release it because the switch is not releasing. So. Ooh, that was supposed to go back to a 1. Now I messed it up again. Okay, but you get the idea. It looks like it's working now. Okay, you just have to understand how it works. You see. Now it's gone into that loop again. I don't know how realistic that is. According to me, if you make a mistake, you should be able to switch it off and then just start again. But now it's hanging in the air again. But it looks like Zibo fixed it. That is, after all, the whole test. We can clearly see a 0, a 1, and a 2 puts it in different positions. It's like it's working.
Nico, look at my view.
I think it works at the end.
You guys spoke over each other. Dimitri, what did you say?
Said I got a bit confused in the beginning there, but it looks like it's working after all at the end. That's all it matters now.
Yeah. So in the data ref, if you put it to 0, which will be a switch input, it's off. If you put it to a 1, it will be the on position, you know, energized. And then if you put it in a 2, that's your start position. Now usually that thing, then if you flick the switch, you bring it back up to 1, you know, and then the APU will go through its motions. But poor old Nico has gone and killed it again. Let's switch it off and let it cool down, and then when we get to the ground, we'll use this facility to start it up.
Nico, look at my view.
I'm coming.
Let's have a look.
Oh yeah. Nice Hahn.
Do you see
Yeah,
the runway?
I see the runway.
Approach top of descent.
Nice. Right,
Good.
I'm almost at top of descent, so let's everybody back in their little cages.
If you are on top of descent, you need to stay there.
I'll hover as long as I can.
Yeah. At least you need to try. Okay, I give permission to you. There is no speed restriction, Nico.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have some friends in authority here.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the German airfield.
That's cool.
That means you can descend expeditiously.
I'm dropping like a stone almost.
Really?
Mm.
I have 105 miles to top of descent.
Okay.
Doesn't take long to drop back when you're delayed.
Hey, Nico.
Yes.
Our ears are ringing back here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just swallow a few times, man.
Oh, I see.
I'm out.
Thunder.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna check for you quickly. I do not recall the name. I just call you Thunder. That's how I know you. So let me just check.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So that's why I just made the note.
Yeah.
In case you're looking for it. But I just want to make sure that it didn't go out into cyberspace, but I'm pretty sure it went through.
Yeah, we got a very, very good response from the guys. Eh? Yeah, I got it.
Well, that's
Thanks.
excellent. Okay,
Thank you
great.
so much. Yeah, we've got enough money to stick with the current service provider now. MELKO has come back with a vengeance working on the V2 website. He's changed quite a few things. Things I didn't know he was going to change. So Marco, that wants to help us, is kind of now left, outside again. So what we'll have to do is we're going to have to bring the two guys together, because I fully understand that it's MELKO's baby, but MELKO doesn't always have the time, which means that Marco might be able to assist him. That's the idea.
That would be great.
And if we can get this thing implemented by month end, I will be so happy. But there's a couple of things I really want to change, man, and for that I've got my heart set on MELKO. But what I've seen Marco did is not bad. I promise you, I'm impressed. So either or, we'll find a way. We'll get this thing going. And with the money that we received now, we're good. We're okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if what you were showing us the other day is what Marco was doing, it looks really good.
No, that's MELKO. All the stuff that I showed you already.
Oh, that was MELKO's? Okay.
If you stick around after the stream, I'll show you quickly just an update of what happened in between. So
no trouble.
So Marco is out, Nico?
No. I want Marco involved. I actually went so far as to give him the dev room access, because I've got, so I've given it to him. But I want him and MELKO to talk to each other, because if the one can help the other, why not? If it's not doable, we'll find out, But it's nice to have a second person that wants to help. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from when I look at Marco. And the guy's gone to great lengths to try and present himself to us as somebody that's viable to help us. So why not? But at the same time, because MELKO doesn't give me his game plan, I don't know where to fit Marco into the plan. That's between those two. Now they need to go and sit together and figure it out. Who's going to do what? But it gives me, great pleasure in thinking that we're almost there. So MELKO said he'll fix up the fleet and stuff tomorrow. So then it'll come back to me. I'll do all the flights, link the correct aircraft to the correct flight route, kind of a thing. That's very important. And, do the imports and stuff, test it, and then get the rest of everybody else here involved, because now we're going to take it step by step like that. Hello, HD. Welcome. Yeah, it's a late stream, but it just worked out that way. I had a bit of an hassle with my Auto for XP, as well as that silly, huge explain update that we had to do again overnight, man. That just robbed me of a lot of joy and time today. But anyway, we made it.
ILS almost full established.
What happened to the text that wasn't in English? I still wanted to read it. Did
What?
the guy remove it? The guy delete his own text? I didn't delete it.
No,
Did
I
you delete
did that.
Oh,
I
did
did
you
that,
do?
Nico. I mean, okay, I can put it back if you want, but...
No. I just wanted to know what it was about. Do you have any idea what he said? Sorry, just curious.
Well, that's the thing. I know what he said, but not everybody is well versed in Spanish, right?
Yeah. Was it at least something good?
It said that these types of games like Microsoft and Explain are very, very heavy.
Heavy.
Like
Okay.
FPS.
Okay, gotcha.
Hungary.
Yeah, they are.
Resort.
Man, I tell you what, when I go to my IT suppliers and we talk about FPS in games, they always talk, about first-person shooters, and they talk about 100 plus FPS with their rigs and stuff. And I say, yeah, come, let's put the flight sim on there. The flight simulator brings those machines to their knees. Sometimes.
It says 2,500. What I need to understand?
Is that your intercept altitude? Then you need to go down to that. No, I don't think so. My intercept altitude is 5,000. It's not
100.
Not 3,500.
Right,
Yeah.
the chicken race. The chicken has won. So I'll have to pause this now and come back. So my dinner's ready.
Just disconnect from my way, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to. That's the first thing. So, yeah, thanks for the company. And
Yeah,
I'll
same.
catch you another time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, but those dips, Magnus, dips can be a big problem. I mean, this morning I was running like 5 or 6 different instances of Auto for XP. I was updating my X-Plane and I was running FS 2020 at the same time, and I had those stutters. I mean, a couple of very well-meaning guys have sent me suggestions on how to get rid of it, but I know I was pushing this machine into the red, man. And so, yeah, I mean... I'll have a different experience next time, because now the autos are done and the X-Plane's updated. You can see I'm flying with it. So
Nico, it says 1,000.
Hold on, don't crash.
Okay.
Please don't crash. Talking to me.
Hey, too dark here.
Yes, Zibo.
Approaching transition.
Now I need to go find that forum post. Okay, shade that with Zibo. I put the values in. You all watch me. I put the values in. It worked. All right, so let's see. It will. On my system, I must be honest with you, look at my system. With the updated scenery that Krister gives us, with my current settings and the current rig I've got, I'm really happy. I don't really go below 22 FPS, and that I've got to really push to get down there. My average FPS is 30 plus, so yeah. I'm happy. Most places I do get my 30 at least. Alright, there is something happening and I don't have an ILS. Why don't I have an ILS? Let's see. Anticipation queues are there.
Localizer capture.
There we go.
Snowing here.
Okay. HD, you never came to Discord. I wanted to tell you the whole story, but you're shy or something. I don't know. You were just busy. I don't know. But Christer makes all the scenery, all the stock scenery better, okay, by optimizing it. First of all, he converts it to actual explain 12, you know, because not all these scenery are actually explain 12 scenery, these default ones. So it creates a hell of a load on explain and on your system. So he optimizes everything, converts them to explain 12 format, etc., etc. So what happens is when you then use it, you get 10, 20, 30 FPS better than you do just from downloading it from Laminar Research. And it's all on our Discord server here. So when you come visit me one day, I'll show you. I'll give it to you. How's that? I didn't know I was so close. Hahn, you landed.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
There is no airplane that stays in the air
indefinitely.
Yeah.
Glide slope capture.
Yeah.
This is our destiny, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Flaps 5 set.
Radio altimeter.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Flaps 15 set.
Yeah, HD. Christer here, that's speaking to you now. He's the guy that makes it. He's brilliant. I'm telling you, he's brilliant with that scenery. Once you understand what he does and you see the benefit, you'll know what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, Steve.
Flaps 25 set.
There is no parking slot in front of the tower, however I went there.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing.
It's probably your contact that organized that for you, eh?
Yeah, because directly I need to go next to him.
Okay.
Taxi lights on.
Yeah, I hate it when real world interferes with virtual world, man. But we all have it, unfortunately. We just have to go best we can. Hope you made it okay.
500.
1,000.
Cleared to land runway 03.
400. 300.
Yeah, HD, you must try take Christer up on it, eh?
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nico.
Yeah. Now you talk to me just when I have to land. Yes,
Okay.
okay.
After landing, please don't forget to bring EFP with you.
The what?
EFP.
Okay.
Okay, I mean tablet.
That was a much harder landing, or looked harder than I thought it was going to be. Damn it.
Because you are not me.
My landing this afternoon was much better, or early.
Great
When was it?
landing.
About midday?
You are
Much
professional.
better.
It's okay, Nico. We'll send our chiropractor bill to Hahn.
Yeah, I think so. Because he spoke to me just when I wanted to do that touchdown. I know. His fault.
Yeah, this is my fault. If fault. If something is good, good.
It's also your fault. Tell your wife I'm sorry, Krista. Tell her I'm really sorry. All right. So let's do this thing now. Data ref edit. Go. APU. Start. Start APU, I think. Can you believe it? Start. No, man. How can that be? Where's that string? No, it's not. It's not capitals. That's why. My bad. Okay. Start. So now, I'm going to make that one a 1. Enter. Right? Then it goes to on. Count 1, 2, 3. Make that a 2. I'm going to make it a 1. There you go. So we actually started the IPU with data refs. Whoop whoop. I am suitably impressed. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Welcome aboard, Dr. John.
Hello, George. Yeah.
After landing procedure complete.
Yeah, there's your IPU. It's running.
I got to go. I wish everybody good night.
Okay, enjoy.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much for the flight.
Bye, Hakan. George.
Bye, Hakan.
George, not recently. If you can, please enable the FPS, the FPS error number on your EFB. It's just a setting in the EFB. And when the FMC freezes, give me that number. That is what Zibo needs to do the troubleshooting. Or put it on the forum, even better. Then you can show it directly to Zibo. You know, put it in the explain 12 Zibo sub-thread there on the Zibo forum. Just that number. It will give a number to you, and then that's just going to make it so much easier. Obviously, give a description of what happened, where you were, what you were doing, you know, the whole flight plan if you can, you know, so we can try reproduce it. Hello, Gene. You just made it in time for parking. Yeah. Well, I'm not done yet, okay? What I'm going to do, just for the hell of it, let's just park over here. We're done, man. We don't have to taxi all the way. Let's just quickly find a parking here. So the two things I needed to test was the APU, starting it with the data refs. Okay, so we've just done that. That works. And the other thing I can show you while you are here is the beacon code for the position light has been updated. Zibo had to write his own code quickly today. And him and me were testing it earlier, and now I've brought it to the stream here. So let's quickly shut down and then I'll show you guys. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Should I get my stopwatch out, Nico?
Yeah, you can try. I don't know what the real intervals are, but I mean, you'll see there's a difference. So under display invariance, under exterior, long LED strobes, obviously it will make all the strobing lights, including the beacon. It will make it either a long strobe or a short strobe. So currently it's on no, so it's short, right? So if you look, oh, she's probably switched off the beacon now. Yeah, let me switch it back on quickly. You see. All right, so she keeps on switching it off. Okay, so there you can see now it's on short.
Complete.
Okay. We now go to
shutdown checklist.
long. See, look, it's a totally different ball game. So what happened was apparently there was a code change in X-Plane between X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12 on the short version. Okay, so this one apparently was working okay. Zibo was happy with it. He didn't have a problem with this one. But when you change it to short, that's where the problem came into apparently. And this is now his new code that's running. So those were the two tests. We know we can start the APU now with the data revs. They seem to work. And we also see that there is a major difference between long and short, the way it should be apparently. So I think that's cool. That's it. So Gene, even if you didn't see the rest, this is what it was all about. You might just want to rewind 5 minutes and see the startup of the APU with the data refs. Then you've seen everything basically. The rest was just obviously us having fun in the flight. So, right, okay. We came, we saw, we conquered. We made it. Thank you everybody for watching. Yes, hold on tight. I'll give you the forum link now.
So Nico, does Linda have to go for the time being?
No, this is a brand new Linda. Okay, so you have to go to the forum and grab. This is the actual X-Plane 12 version of Linda eventually now. Okay, so she's brand new. But when you install her, please make sure you come to the commands here and under options, make sure you select the appropriate one, because the appropriate SOP that you want her to do. Otherwise, it is a stuff up in Dixie, as you saw. She messed up my aircraft big time tonight. So, okay, what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to bring this forum up on the screen. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, you too, Rob. Right, so let me just share my screen here with you guys quickly. I'm going to use the opportunity to just give you a little tutorial for those of you that don't know about the forum anyway, so that you guys can just understand a little bit more. Where is my display? There we go. All right, so there's my browser. Weird, Gene. Weird, man. George. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. So this is the forum. I want to show you. This is the actual Zibo 737-800 modified in X-Plane 12 link. Okay, so this is the first one I'm going to pop over for you. But I need you guys to pay attention. Because there's more to it than just the obvious. Okay, so just bear with me. So that is the current forum that we're looking at. You'll see there's 77 pages, and this is where we're at the bottom already. It's going to pop over to the next page very soon. Okay, so that was my last comment there to NJXP. Now, to navigate this forum, this is where I see a lot of guys don't know how to do this. To get to the main page, that is your link over there. All right, so please, guys, if you want to see more of the forum, it's not just about one page. Click on that link over there. This is page 1 of the forum, and over here you will see all the stuff that is pinned. You see, you can't miss stuff like this. There's the alternative download links, Zibo install guide, training list. That's my stuff. All right, and then obviously all the rest of page 1. I mean, and all you need to do is just read a little bit. Now, if you come back down here, you see there is the Zibo modified in explain 12.1 where we were just at. So to get back to it, you click on that one, that heading, and then you can click on the last page. And I always suggest to people start reading from the back. Okay, it's just like Discord. Your latest information is always on the last page, and then start reading up and going through the posts if you want to see stuff. Okay, so that's very important. I'm going to just quickly go to the main page. I'm going to give you that link as well. All right, and seeing as I have excused myself out of the Zibo community group, I'm no longer going to support them. There's only two places you will get support from me now, and that is on the official forum that you see right here in front of you, or on the Zibo Pilots group. I'm not going to spend any more time in the Zibo community group. I've left, it's done, it's over, it's gone. Okay, I don't mean the group is gone. The group is still there. I'm gone. I've left. I just don't have any more time for that. So there you go. That is us. That is where you can talk directly with Zibo. If you need to talk to Zibo, it's actually very simple. Yes, George, I just had enough. It's a long, sad story, but I could only handle so much, and then, you know, after 5-6 years of it, I just had enough. Right. Anyway, so here we are. If you want to speak to Zibo directly on the forum, this is the place to do it. You can tag him at Zibo, and you can speak to him directly and give him your little input and all. So it's very easy. Zibo does not have Facebook. He does not have any other social media and stuff. This is where Zibo resides in person, Lubos himself. If you need to talk to Zibo directly, go do it here. All right, in any one of these groups, you can literally tag him. This is the official forum. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys understand. Yeah. Anyway, obviously Zibo also resides here with us on the Discord server, but we ask you guys not to tag him here. He's not here to do support. This is where the development work happens, and where we all sit together. Like this afternoon, me and Zibo spent some time together working on the beacon lights, you know. So with those rooms are hidden. You can't see us work there anyway. But the Discord is obviously, I think, where the rest of us, we live on this thing. So if you need, you know, to talk to us quick, come to Discord or go to the forum or Zibo Pilots group. Yeah, Magnus. I don't think Zibo is going to move. I don't think that's going to move at all. Yeah, we've got all the other points and places to work with now. Yeah, so that's it. Okay. If there's anything else you guys need to know or want to ask, I know, Magnus. I know. If there's anything else, you guys must shoot now. Use the time while you can, if there are other questions. Okay, question. I said to Thunder, I'll show him the new website. If there are any of you guys interested that have not seen the new Skymatix VA website, Thunder, would you mind if I just do it here through the stream?
Absolutely. I think it'd be a great idea. It might get some people interested in joining.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do that thing. And get the... Okay. Anyway, for the people that are not interested, thank you for watching. Go have a ball. Enjoy the rest of Sunday, what's left. And we'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to switch and put a new hat on and quickly jump in the Skymatix VA and just show the rest of the guys. You are more than welcome to stick around even if you are not a member. Please feel free. But it's obviously going to now concentrate on that. We're done with Zibo for now. George, let's start from a point. We've copied some stuff, but not everything. History is one of the things we're not going to copy. We're not going to take a 6, 7, 8 gigabyte SQL server and take it into the new system because of significant changes in the design and operation of the system. So what will happen, this is the old system that you see in front of you over here, right? What will happen is we're going to take over all the flights in terms of the flight database. All right, so the routes, in other words, we're going to take that over and we're going to take over the fleet. We've got an issue with the fleet currently where we're in two minds regarding the fleet. We are not sure if we are going to create the same amount of airframes or if we are going to have a single airframe that can be multiplied on the second level, and I'll show you that. I'll explain exactly what I mean. Because we do not... Oh, hang on. Thank you for telling me. There we go. Thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry, guys. All right, so this is the old VA that you guys know. All right. Anyway, because of the underlying modules that are running in the background that comes from Disposable Hero, that's the guy's handle, his name, you know, in the flight sim community. Because everything actually runs behind the scenes, and this is just the front end. I'll show you how the aircraft gets divided. Okay, and now you need to understand, I mean, certain portions like this, for instance, right? This monetary value, this is funny money. It doesn't exist. It is just, you know, a part of the simulation of the VA. You know, you just get money the whole time, but you can't do anything with it. There's no value in it, right? And when you look at the actual features of the VA, you can literally run a real airline from this thing because you can put in all kinds of expenses and all kinds of wear and tear and maintenance and beverage expenses and food expenses. You can have an expense. If you're 5 minutes late, it will fine you, you know, if you miss your slot, like in the real world. The financial system that's part of the VA is very vast, but we actually switch it off because part of that limitation that's inherently built into that financial system is that you have to have multiple airframes because it keeps track of the hours on the airframe. There's certain financial penalties on the hours. There's this whole financial system which for us doesn't really mean anything. So we switch a lot of it off. Okay, and because we switch it off, because it's not something we want to simulate, I honestly, and I don't think the rest of the moderator team here have any need for an additional job. We already have, you know, employment in the real world. We already have families. We already have hobbies. We already try and, you know, do all kinds of other things. We don't want to come and sit here and get an accountant to come and run the financials for us, etc., etc. I mean, we've got a couple flying with us. It's stupid. I don't want to do that. That's just not what I want to do. So because of that, we might end up with a single airframe that gets multiplied behind the scenes, and I'll show you exactly what it means. Okay, so that's the next big decision we need to make. Once we've made that decision, we can import the fleet, and we can then set up the Disposable Hero modules, and I can then tie the actual flight routes to certain airframes. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. Let me show you. So this is the dashboard of the old one. This is the dashboard of the new VA. Just want to make sure that we're in the right place. Yeah, there we go. All right. So currently there are a few cosmetic things that need to be fixed up, and there are a couple of programming things that need to be fixed up. So once the fleet is now in, we've now overcome that hurdle. The next thing will be just to touch up on stuff like this, for instance. Okay. I personally, I cannot read. I find it difficult. I have to come close, then I can read it, obviously. It says transfer, but it's a black font on a green background, so it's very difficult to read. So we still have to finalize niggly little things like this. Okay, so that's going to be the next thing. IVAO typically shouldn't be in there. It should be in here or next to VATSIM or something. You understand? It's just little cosmetic things. Now, one of the things that MELKO surprised me with and about is he removed the day-night changeover. I mean, it wasn't really woo-ha and very nice in the old website, but you could go to a different view at night, you know, and in some pages it worked very well, and on some other pages it was absolutely horrific. You can't read your OFP, for instance, the moment you go to the night version, you know. So that all of a sudden was removed. I didn't know it was going to get removed, and now it's gone. The layout at the top is vastly different. You're going to have to get used to the actual menus and the changes of where things are located. But here's another plus point now. We're going to have English, German, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Well, that's Brazilian Portuguese, but nonetheless, those are the different language options. So if you guys are from those countries, you know, this is going to make it easier. If you are French, there you go. See, now you've got French. See, it's kind of nice. See, so I think that's a nice new thing to have. We can go German if we want. See, now it's all German. Go back to English that I can understand better. All right, and obviously we're going to look at the tours and things, and I was actually thinking we should open some of those old tours again. Some of those tours were very popular, right, that have now lapsed in the other old VA. So we can have the tours and the things, and quickly see, there's the tours, pilot reports, awards, that's what I wanted to get to. So these are our awards. Yeah, thanks, George. We're going to call everybody together, but we'll do it on Discord, not so much in public as we're doing it now. There are a couple of questions we still need to ask and a couple of things we need to explain, right? So we were talking earlier about not bringing certain things over, like for instance the PyReps, your history. What we'll do is we'll make a little subdomain and we'll keep the old VA running there on the side, you know. And if you really want to go look at your PyRep from 1910 or 1912, you're welcome to go look at them. But we're going to start with a new database here. So you're going to have to register again. Then you're going to have to give us time to put your TIX number back in place. Okay, because I don't think there is a way that we can force the system to have your old TIX number. It just doesn't work that way. So you're going to register, we're going to put your TIX number back, then you're going to have to change your API key in your little client, and then you can start flying again. You know, just build over from scratch, but with the added bonus, we can take your total hours and we can bring the total hours, you know, over to the new VA. So you won't start from hour 0 and then have to slog through 5,000 hours to get to where you were right now. You'll get your credit for your hours. You won't miss that. You just won't have the history in form of a PyRep and a little map and, you know, things like that. Yeah. So it's unfortunate. It's, you know, a casualty of war in this whole silly situation that, you know, we just have to make the best of it, unfortunately. All right, so one of the other things that we're going to have here, which for me was a big, you know, requirement from the beginning, is we're going to have the ordinary Skymatix VA that you guys know and love and use every day. But then we're going to have a charter and propeller one as well. Okay, I just call it charter and prop. That's typically where I'm going to put the -8. Dr. John, you're still here. All right, so that's where that one's going to go.
I am.
All right, so that's typically for you and me and the other guys flying the -8. You see, so then we also have the long haul. And the reason I wanted to split it, and we still have to test if it really works, right, is because a lot of guys in the beginning and for a long time have been flying 747s. There's guys, the 737s, they fly one flight and they fly 20 hours, you know, and the guys flying the 737s can't compete with them. So when you go to the leaderboard, you can't compete. So hopefully I'll show you what the leaderboard looks like at this moment. You know, hopefully by splitting them up like this, we're going to have a better description of who does what. You know, the hours versus the points versus the money versus the whatever, you know. George, coming to your question, can you put it into old VA when you change over? I do apologize. Obviously, you asked it at the, you know, a couple of sentences ago. Just elaborate again, because I don't know how to answer that because I missed it, obviously, when you asked it. Sorry, man. All right. Yeah, there you go, Gene. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, now, I'm going to give you just a quick rundown of how I see it in my mind. There will be exceptions. The exceptions will either be to accommodate the Zibo, because that's very important. I mean, that's where this whole thing started, was with the Zibo mod. It's either going to be to accommodate the Zibo, or it's going to be to accommodate a specific route or a specific person's reason. Okay, so those are the three reasons that will change it. But in essence, up to 200 nautical miles is going to be reserved for something like the -8. And then on special occasion, on special request, as I mentioned, we'll include maybe the Zibo in there. Okay, I know there are tours that have got shorter legs, so obviously the Zibo and all the other Class C aircraft needs to be included in those short flights. Okay. All right, George, I'll answer that now. Right, so we not just going to, it's not going to happen just overnight. Okay, it's going to involve you guys over a couple of days. It's going to involve multiple sessions on Discord, explaining things, talking to you, asking questions, getting your input as well, because I don't want to be a little dictator. I've never been one, and I don't want to be one. So we still have questions about a few things that we're going to ask you guys to come just sit with us. We're not going to broadcast it on YouTube. Okay, come sit with us, talk with us. Let's see how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. In terms of a time frame, we are hoping to implement the new website by the end of the month. Okay, we now have the money to continue with the current service provider where it's already residing. So I'm going to pay that behind the scenes. We're due to pay the domain fees as well. So there's, you know, that transaction will happen. But then we're going to, as things progress, get you guys involved, and then we'll explain to you when it happens, when you can do it, when you can't do it, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So don't worry about it. We're not going to surprise you one day and you're going to open it up and all of a sudden nothing works and you get frustrated and, you know, things like that. So just bear it in mind. So coming back to the first 200 nautical miles will be prop plus the Zibo mod. From 200 nautical miles up to 650 will be the propeller aircraft as well as your Class C aircraft. From 650 nautical miles upwards, we're going to include the long-haul aircraft. Okay, I don't see a point unless, again, by special arrangement, special request, or special purpose, to allow a 747 or an Airbus A340 to fly a 30-minute flight. Okay, I know in real world they fly between Manchester and Gatwick, you know, to do a rotation, to move an aircraft around. I know all those things. That's where a special request could come in. You could obviously do a free flight. I mean, this will include the free flights as well. Just want to see, I think it might be under your own name now. Yes. So under your profile, there's free flights. So if you really want to do a short flight with a 747 or a A340, go do a free flight. But in terms of the fixed routes, okay, from 650 up, those big boys will come into play. All right, because there's no point in flying shorter. Then what we will do is at 1,000 nautical miles, the Dash 8 is going to fall off the roster. Okay. Unless, again, there's a special requirement, special purpose, special request, the Dash 8 will not form part of the flights longer than 1,000 nautical miles. At 2,500 nautical miles, the Class C aircraft will fall off the roster. Okay, then you will be left only with your big Airbuses and big Boeings. All right, because fly more than 2,500 nautical miles with a Zibo is kind of stupid. You know, I know there are certain routes in the world where they do things like that, but again, then you just do a free flight if you really want to do it, or if it's part of, let's say, an IVEA world tour or something. By all means, we can add it in that specific flight. We can have them. So I hope it makes sense that I've used just a broad idea quickly to just say this is where this aircraft fits in, this is where that one fits in, and then obviously the flights will then be you know, divided into the different airlines as well, you know, just to make it kind of more make sense. You know, I hope it does. So, yeah. All right, what else can I show you here? Hello, Andrew. Welcome, welcome. Let's quickly have a look at the PyReps while we are here. All right, okay, so here are the PyReps that we've tested a little bit. We've been horsing around. Yeah, I'll show you that just now. Gene, hang tight. I'll show you a neat new feature that's in this VA that you haven't seen before. Yes, I'll show you. I'll show you. All right. Magnus, like I said, on special request, we'll make a plan for you, buddy. Not a problem. Just want to quickly have a look, see what this looks like if I just click on it. Oh, there you go. All right. Right, so this is how the new PyReps will look like for you. Again, we're sitting with text on backgrounds that you cannot read. You know, things like that needs to be fixed up. So, all right, let's move on. Right, live flights. This is obviously the map as you guys know it. You'll see the live flights over there. Live weather. This now incorporates windy. All right, so you can have your windy stuff in here. We haven't talked about incorporating stable approach yet. I know it is a function that can be enabled. We will have to ask MELKO to set up a GitHub page for us if we want to do that. Okay, and then we can pull your stable approach stuff through here as well. But anyway. Right, let's go back up there. Documents and stuff we're not too worried about. Let's quickly have a look at assignments. This is what Gene was referring to. Okay, we don't have enough flights in here, but basically if you come to your profile and you go to assignments, there's a button that you're going to be able to press. Okay, it's going to then randomly pick a couple of flights for the pilot, for you, and that will be your assignments for the month or however long the period would be. I think it works on a monthly rotation. All right. Okay, so, yeah, I see, Gene. So, yeah, this is what is a neat new feature. So you're going to have free flights, you're going to have the actual routes of the VA, you're going to have the tours, and if you're then looking for something to do, you know, to create your own flights, you just come and press the button, it's going to quickly build a little roster for you, and you can fly that. I think that's really cool. I don't think I've got any bids registered now. Oh, yes, I've got. So anyway, it's going to take a while, I suppose, a couple of days to just get used to the new way of how things look and so on. But I want to quickly show you what I mean about the airframes, right? So if we work from the premise that we only need one airframe per type in the VA, all right, and the rest will run via disposable Heroes plugin and SimBrief. This is what I mean. This is what it's going to look like. So we're going to go to generate the SimBrief plan, and we're going to just quickly scroll down and find an 800. Okay, let's take that one. All right.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah. Hi, Skymatix.
Welcome.
Oh yeah. So the 737, it is a good aircraft.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I think, did you make other aircraft?
Did
or
I
that's
what?
the only one?
No,
The
no.
737.
No, Zibo only made one, and Level Up made the others. If you want the 600, 700, 800, 900, 900 ER, you need to get the Level Up models because they incorporate the Zibo systems. So it looks like the Zibo in the cockpit, similar, but the Level Up guys made the exterior and the bodies and the rest, everything else themselves. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
next time we're gonna make a lot of files, like a lot of profile in Volenta for other aircraft.
Yeah, we didn't make anything else. This is it.
Okay, wait a sec.
Mac, you were saying?
Good afternoon, gents, or evening, or whatever it is.
Yeah, good evening, good evening.
When you got a second, Nico, can I grab, just before you go in or something like that, just for a couple of seconds?
Yeah, of course, of course. What did I do? Did I break something?
No.
Okay.
Just a bit of information, but...
Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, let me run through this with the guys. I mean, there are 20 guys sitting and watching on YouTube, so just bear with me. Mac will be done soon.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you're still streaming.
No,
sorry.
still streaming. Okay. So okay, all right, let's just recap. Either we're going to have a single airframe per type of aircraft, or we're going to have that whole mixture, that whole list of aircraft again, but it's kind of senseless because of the following, right? So we've decided we want to fly a Boeing 737-800. All right, so now we go pick it in the list that you saw, that drop-down list, and this is where the split now happens. This is what the disposable Hero plugin gives us behind the scenes. Now, it splits it into a PMDG and a Zibo or Level Up. You see? So it's here. It's here where you have to decide which one you're going to fly. Because this will change your maximum takeoff weight, your dry operating weight. You understand? All of the specs changes depending on the model that you pick over here. Right, so in terms of the database, it just makes the database so much leaner, meaner, nicer to operate with, faster, if we do not clog it with a whole bunch of airframes. Now, again, like I said, I'm not a dictator, okay? If you guys say to me, but Nico, I like to fly, Mac likes to fly TDD, I like to fly TDN, and Uncle John flies TQQ. All right, so now we've got this mental mindset. The moment we go and create a flight, we go look for our registration number. You understand? There's TDD, that's max, okay? So if you turn around and you say to me, no, you know what, I like the way it used to operate, we'll go put those aircraft back in there. If we can get away without doing that, I would prefer that. So it's open. We're going to discuss this tomorrow. Everybody on our side, and then we'll get back to you. So, Steve, this is exactly what I'm getting at now. We don't want to deprive the people of the joy of picking their own airframe, okay?
Are you talking about the RP?
Sorry?
Are you talking about an RP or something like this with ATC and pilot, or what do you mean?
No, we're talking about the virtual airline, the Skymatix virtual airline and the different airframes. Let me just see what message I get here. Oh, yes. All right, okay. That will remain just on the side for now. Okay, so not to get off topic, but speaking of level up, have I missed anything in the last 6 months? Another gene? No. But because Magnus is here, you see two people up in the chat. Magnus is the owner and the boss of the Threshold and the level up aircraft. Okay. And because he himself revealed a little bit, 2 or 3 streams back, I can tell you we are busy with them. And as soon as they're ready, you'll get the updates for Explain 11 and Explain 12. Okay. So just hang in there. Things happen beyond our control. We just couldn't foresee. And unfortunately, it sounds, like an old broken record, but it's true. We are working on them. Okay. I don't even know if I've actually got it installed here. Let me just have a look. There you go. There it is in Explain 12. And this is not a Jippo cheating version. That's the real thing. Okay, so that's it. Just because Magnus is here, I won't mention things like this if I don't have permission. Yeah, no worries, Gene. You just ask what we can say, we'll say. What we can't say, we can't say. All right. So anyway, coming back to it, yeah, you see, see, I'm just taking liberty because I heard him say something the other day. All right. Anyway, gents, this is your normal page as always for some brief, so you can set up whatever you need to set up here, and you're gonna run through it, and that's it. There's your bids, there's your reports, there's your, as far as I know, that will be your stable approach stuff. Yeah. See, stable approach reports. If we're going to switch on stable approach, if we're going to integrate it, this is where you're going to get all your stable approach stuff. You see. John, we're looking at month end at the latest. We're really trying hard to get this site going by the month end, but our first hurdle is now the fleet. We need to sort out the fleet. How are we going to introduce and tackle and run with the fleet? Once we know that, we're going to start talking to you guys on Discord, to get your opinions and things. And then we're going to end up with a period where we're going to ask you to re-register, start fresh with this one. Then we're going to have to bring over your total amount of hours so that you don't start from 0 hours. We can't bring over the PyReps and your history. That will remain in the old website. You can access it and go look at it if you want to, okay? And then once you've registered, we're going to have to put your TIX number back in place. There's no way of preempting where your TIX number is going to be when you register. You could have my TIX number or I could have your TIX number, for instance. And what we're going to have to do is just coordinate it with each other, because also in your own profile, you're going to have to go and get, no, we don't want to reset it. Where do we actually see it? Oh, there's the API key. There it is. You see that API key? All right. You're going to have to put the new API key into your client, into your VA client. So, yeah, we're going to have to fix it. You see, yeah, everybody, it's something that becomes part of you, right? I mean, your TIX number is now part of you. It's going to be difficult to now have a different TIX number. It's going to be difficult to change certain fundamental things, and we don't want to do that, you know. Yeah, the time frame, end of month, like I said. So that's what we're aiming at. We just have to work through the thing quite, sensibly. Yeah, you see, you don't want to go and repaint everything. So, guys, anyway, I don't know if there's any other questions and things, but I mean, we're going to do the best to make it look, proper. I just want to quickly see, where did I see the fleet? You see, currently we've still got the whole old fleet, or some of them at least. It's not actually the whole old fleet. That will have to be sorted out. Where did I see deliveries? Where did I see deliveries? I can't remember. Oh, I haven't shown you the leaderboard and stuff. Let's quickly have a look at that as well. Where are we going to look at this? Ranks, Airlines, Awards, stats. You see, over here, those three airlines will have to be broken up so that they each get their own leaderboard. You understand, and things like that. So this is something that also needs to just be fixed up. And I swear I don't know what happened to the deliveries. Flight operations. Flight weather. Oh, MELKO could have taken it out. I mean, he has been working on it. So under your downloads, I'm pretty sure one of them was liveries. But for those of you that don't know yet, remember x-plane.to contains all the liveries anyway. All right, and flightsim.to contains the Microsoft versions of it. So if you're looking for liveries, just go to one of those TO sites and you'll get that. You'll have everything that you need. So yeah. Anyway, I've run out of things to say to you now. It is what it is at this point in time. So yeah. We'll keep you guys informed as the week goes on. You're welcome, George. Any other questions? Good. Okay, Thunder, that's great. Thank you guys for watching. We'll speak to you again. Dankie Hendrik, jy moet ook lekker slaap. Almal wat my verstaan, gaan slaap lekker. Everybody that needs to hear it in English, go sleep well, guys. Have fun. We're going to tackle the week now, and we'll speak to you soon again. And you're welcome, Simboy. Bye, guys.